A number of civil society members perceive that the CIPP JETP draft published in November 2023 is not fully in favor of just energy transition. The commitments of the International Partners Group or IPG countries and the Glasgow Financial Alliance for Net Zero or GFANZ members are considered half-hearted in promoting a just energy transition in Indonesia. This can be seen in inclusion of several problematic technologies as energy transition options in the CIPP JETP Indonesia document. False solution number 1. Co-firing. Co-firing biomass is a technology believed to reduce emissions. One type of biomass commonly used for co-firing is wood pellets. This contradicts serious efforts to combat the climate crisis, as the demand for wood pellets may lead to deforestation, damaging natural forests that act as carbon sinks. The Forest Watch Indonesia report of 2023 projects that deforestation for co-firing needs in 52 power plants across Indonesia could reach 4.65 million hectares, equivalent to 70 times the size of Jakarta, capital of Indonesia. This is expected to come from 43 forest concession companies, 147 industrial forest plantation companies, and 1,124 social forestry concessions. In reality, the practice of mixing wood pellets in coal combustion does not effectively reduce air pollution. Instead, it adds negative impacts generated by coal-fired power plants. This false solution is ineffective in curbing emissions and will harm communities around coal-fired power plants. False solution number 2. CCS or carbon capture and storage, and CCUS or carbon capture, utilization and storage. The Ministry of Energy and Mineral Resources Indonesia initially planned to include carbon capture, utilization and storage technology in the JETP funding scheme, sparking criticism from civil society. Several reasons why CCUS technology is opposed by civil society include: firstly, the expensive cost of CCUS. A Forbes study stated that power plants with CCS or CCUS require nearly 2/3 more investment than regular power plants. Secondly, energy sources from solar and wind power plants can effectively reduce emissions at more affordable rate. Thirdly, it has the potential to worsen environmental conditions. The additions of CCS or CCUS to power plants can increase the threat to the availability of clean water. An example of a CCUS project in the electricity sector can be seen in the Petronova coal-fired power plant in the United States. This 240 megawatt power plant, with a cost of $1 billion, was touted in 2017 as a model for a successful project that could clean up coal-fired power plants. However, the project experienced failure. This project initially targeted to capture around 1.4 million tons of carbon dioxide per year, or 4.2 million tons from 2017 to 2019. Unfortunately, the project failed to meet its target in the first 3 years of operation. This indicates that the performance of Petronova will result in losses exceeding $23 million for investors in just 3 years. False solution number 3. Nuclear. Nuclear power plants are often considered as an energy transition option, even being referred to as the new energy. It's claimed to be able to generate electricity more affordably than coal-fired power plants. However, according to the World Nuclear Industry Status Report, the levelized cost of energy of nuclear electricity has in fact increased from $170 per megawatt hour in 2015 to $155 per megawatt hour by the end of 2019. Furthermore, Indonesia will need to provide a sustainable storage facility for high-level radioactive waste, incurring significant costs. For instance, the cost of storing nuclear waste in Sellafield, England, is estimated to reach $118 billion, or equivalent to 1,770 trillion Indonesian rupiah, since its closure in 2003. The third point to be noted about nuclear power plants is that Indonesia will also have to import its fuel because the domestic uranium reserves are insufficient. Therefore, nuclear power should not be considered a suitable solution for a fair and just energy transition in Indonesia. False solution number 4. Geothermal. Indonesia possesses immense geothermal potential. According to the Ministry of Energy and Mineral Resources Indonesia, as of December 2021, the geothermal potential in Indonesia is around 23,766 gigawatts, capable of supplying electricity to 23,766,000 homes in Indonesia, assuming an estimated household electricity consumption of 1,000 kilowatt-hours within 1 year. Geothermal energy is considered one of the transitional energy solutions. However, in its implementation, geothermal power plants often present various ecological and social issues, diminishing the justice values promoted by JETP. The construction of geothermal power plants in various regions of Indonesia is considered to threaten the well-being of local populations. One example is the case of geothermal power plants construction rejection in Solok, West Sumatra in 2017. As cited from mongabay.co.id, concerns voiced by residents include, "We are worried that the water that usually irrigates our farmland will be sucked up by the project," said by Yasmulyadi, a local resident. "Many people here rely on agriculture and irrigation. If geothermal operations proceed, we will face drought," said by Indra Putra, an action coordinator. It is reasonable for civil society coalitions to be disappointed with the proposal of false technological solutions in the CIPP document. This is because false solutions have proven to be ineffective in reducing emissions, as cited from the YouTube channel Speed Machine. And most importantly, it will worsen the climate crisis and damage the future of Indonesia's energy transition. Indonesia must take a firm stance, say no to false solutions, and remove them from the CIPP, said Dian Sunardi from Arise, Indonesia. Do you think problematic technologies should be a part of Indonesia's energy mix? And how IPG and GFANZ can ensure a just energy transition in Indonesia? Share your opinions in the comment section below. What is your perspective on the proposed energy solutions in the CIPP JETP document? Do you agree that solutions such as co-firing, carbon capture and storage, and nuclear are not effective and sustainable choices? Let's speak up. Share your views and thoughts on the energy transition in Indonesia. Let's find solutions that genuinely support justice and sustainability together.